You've probably been in this situation before where, let's say, a group of you and your friends are talking about a specific individual, and maybe you guys might be saying not so nice things about them, and then they walk in, and suddenly everybody goes silent. And they're like, "What's up, guys? Is everyone okay? Why are you guys so quiet?" And that's what it's like to be a man in today's society. I went to get some documents done today, and I just hate going into public places now. I feel like every time I go somewhere, I put on a show. Like I put on a different mask, and I'm like supposed to be this society friendly version of myself. And I'm not saying I'm some crazy person, but to have to put on this whole charade just so that people are not offended by your sheer existence, it's just ridiculous. I don't want to be there. So I went and I stood in line for like an hour, and once it was my turn, I hand over the documents, and then it's just some bullshit system where you have to go and wait more. And I was just a little bit surprised. I was like, "Oh, really? Oh, you mean I just waited and this isn't even all of it?" I mean, I was just a bit surprised that I was going to go and have to spend more of my time sitting and waiting. But it's whatever. But as soon as I, even for just a bit, showed concern to the woman that was helping me with the documents, she seemed so put off. In her mind, she's already thinking, "Oh shit, I hope this guy doesn't get pissed off, and we have to call security or something stupid like that." And I feel like I just have to downplay myself, like, "Oh, okay, it's okay, it's whatever. I'm just gonna go and sit down, no worries." And you could see they're a little bit uncomfortable because men are talked so poorly about these days in society, that we're some beasts, animals, that we get angry so quickly, and we're very unpredictable. And so that's the way people see you. And it doesn't matter who you are as a guy. I'm sure a lot of you guys felt it before. And furthermore, when I got through the second line and I went up to the counter, it was my turn, the woman there was not happy to see me. And she doesn't have to be happy, she's just doing her job. But it's almost like she was off-put by it. And she gives this like unimpressed expression. And doesn't even talk to me for the first 2 minutes, then hands me back my documents, highlights a bunch of stuff, and says, "You didn't do this." Oh, okay, well, no problem, I'll get it done. I just didn't see that it was required. Sure. I got up, I went, sat down, filled out the rest of the information she needed, and I thought about it. Why is she so offended by my existence? What did I do? I didn't do anything, right? I'm just being a man in society. I'm just being me. And the second time I had to meet with her, because I finished filling out whatever I was doing, I had to put on almost this fake mask that we're supposed to, so that she doesn't think I'm a threat. So the first thing I said, I started making jokes. I started going in there, "Here you go, you can have your paper back." And I increased the pitch of my voice, and I was like, "Oh wow, let me just close that pen cap for you so that it doesn't run dry. Wouldn't want the pen to stop working." Just stupid things I started saying. And after a couple of those comments, she relaxed and she started treating me like a normal human being. Because I brought her guard down with a few funny comments, and eventually she laughed at one thing, and then she started talking and just being completely normal. And I know why. It's because I'm no longer a threat. I'm not that guy. I'm not some man who may be a potential threat. In her mind, I became, "Oh, he's a friendly, passive little society's man. So he's safe. Now I can talk to him and make jokes." And this isn't just once. Every time I go out, I have to do this. And yeah, some people have said, "You're just intimidating to them." Okay, fair enough. But I don't think so. I don't have to be apologetic for the way I am. I'm not threatening anybody. And I also know this isn't the case because I travel a lot outside of the Western countries. And let me tell you guys, it's so different. People are happy to see you, not just because you're a tourist, but because they're just seeing you as a person. Because the man's reputation is not tainted. But in the Western society, we are so tainted. We may have not done anything wrong, but because that guy's a creep, and this guy did something bad and he went to jail, and men are toxic, and that guy got angry so he punched a hole in his wall, and now because of this, we just feel unaccepted everywhere. And the other day, I was over at my girlfriend's friend's house, and that woman's husband was asked, why don't you live closer in the city? I mean, you're just out in the middle of nowhere. And he just said, I hate people. He just hit it right on the head. I just hate people. I hate being out in public. And this guy's only a few years older than me. And I just felt it. We are much happier withdrawing from society, not having to be there and put on an act. Whether it's kissing somebody's ass at work because you don't want to be a toxic male, and if you are, you might get fired, so you're not going to have a job anymore. I mean, do we really have to act all goofy in society just to be accepted, just to be, oh, he's good, he's not a threat? Why are we automatically a threat? I completely get if you're a girl walking alone at night, you see a guy, that's your instinct to be safe. You're going to think he's a threat unless proven otherwise. But to walk in broad daylight into random public spaces and for people to give you that demeanor until you tone it down to the society standards level, which means taking your balls and tucking them nice and deep in your gut so that you sound like a girl, or you speak like one, or you show that you're a little goofy guy. Because that's okay in today's society. I can see it. I much rather stay in, mind my own business, go to the gym and come back. At least in the gym, it's a little bit better. This isn't us running away from society or not wanting to face it. This is what a mature man does. We're not going to sit there and try to convince this person that we are okay the way we are, because it's the media, it's everything. So instead, we just choose to walk away. We're going to walk away from it because we don't want to deal with it. Why should we have to put up with this? They don't want us there, no problem. I'm going to sit right here, I'm going to do my thing, don't touch me. And this isn't spoken about enough at all, because we're not making some large announcements that we're just going to disappear. We just stop going out as often, and we start realizing there is less headache with that. And at this point in time, I just hate being out in public. It just sucks. Whenever I'm living here or I'm staying here, I just stay in most of the time, and only when I travel is when I really go out, because the other parts of the world don't see men this way. They're happy to see you. You can see how some people, they're proud to see a man representing masculinity in society, in their society. They'll look at you like, yes, we need men like that. But not here. Not where we are from, not where a lot of us are based, especially in the Western world. I know this is in some parts of Europe as well. They don't want us to be men. And I'm not here to tell you that we should go and fight it or convince you into opting out of society. I'm not saying either way is right. All I'm saying is, I know you guys are there. People like myself who also feel like we just don't belong in society anymore. And I mean, I guess I'm just learning to navigate in a different way. And if you're sitting there watching this video and you're thinking, yeah, actually, now that you mention it, I totally relate, because, well, I don't find myself going out as often. It's just not profitable. It's not worth it. It doesn't win you anything. You end up feeling like shit, or you end up spending a bunch of money, and there's next to no upside to that. Well, you're in the right place, and this is the kind of people that I am talking to in these videos that I make. And I just launched my community where it's just guys like us. It doesn't matter if you're accomplished, unaccomplished. You're just a man who wants to be a man, who wants to be a normal person, where it's okay to be a man. It's okay to be yourself. And in that community right now, it's very early, so you're gonna have access to not only content that I don't share necessarily on YouTube here, but also other guys that are like-minded. And the cool part is initially, you guys are going to decide what we build in there, because I want to see what you guys want. The invite is in the description below. And if you want to be part of it, and you want to be part of the founding members who get it all started, then feel free to join. Other than that, if you want to stick around, subscribe, like the video, whatever you want to do, I'll catch you guys in the next one.